Hi there, it's Atticus and Julian here from Marketer-M8, getting ready for the Social Media Planner and Reputation Management workshop. See you shortly.
Brilliant. Okay, so the purpose of today's workshop then is to look at the social media planner first, and then the reputation management module as well in high level. Okay, so first of all, to find we'll start with we'll start with social media planner. And as I say, if you guys have got any tips as well, I'd love to hear them because we're learning as well. But if you go to marketing and you go to social media planner. So obviously, if you've not integrated your social media channels or used this tool before, you'll be faced with a blank screen pretty much here, asking you to connect your Facebook, your LinkedIn, etc. But ours is set up here, so we've already got a bunch of those, bunch of the setups you see here, and Atticus is using this quite a bit as well. So you see our real stuff on here. So you see here, we've connected all these social media accounts. Yep, got YouTube in there, LinkedIn pages, LinkedIn profile. Facebook pages for the company. Yeah. We can't post to a personal Facebook account. Yeah. Facebook doesn't allow that. So it's only Facebook business pages we're connecting to here. So you connect up all the social media channels you want, and then basically you start creating posts. As simple as click on create new post, and you select which social media accounts you want it to go to. Yeah. You can write your post in there, paste it. You can even use the AI in HighLevel or Marketer-M8 to help you write the content. You can upload videos and images, all that sort of thing. Uh, is that pretty much it, Atticus? Or I missed anything there because you're the expert on this bit.
Yeah, you can customize posts for each channel so you're not, it doesn't look like you just copy and paste it across. And it'll actually show you each screen. So if you click on customize for each channel there,
Yep.
yeah, you can see each screen, the different posts.
Does it appear down here, you mean, yeah?
Yeah, pretty neat.
Okay, good. Yeah. So that's where you create your posts. Um, you notice here you can schedule the post to go out. Like, it could go out straight away today, or you can schedule it for next week. So you can build up a whole schedule of social media posts. You may also have a VA or a PA working for you, so you could have them, an external person, going and creating your content and marking it for your approval. Yeah. So when they create content and schedule it, you get an email saying, please approve this. You can approve it or you can tweak it and set it for live, and then it'll send out automatically on the appropriate date. That's quite handy if you use it if you're working with a VA. And also you can create recurring posts. So if you want the Facebook post to appear every other month or whatever, you can start to do things like that. So making your content more evergreen. I think that's all the main options there. So you see up here, we've got the calendar. So you start to build a calendar of all your social media. Here's some of the good work Atticus has been doing on our accounts here. You start to build out a plan into the future. So your VA can be doing all this for you, and then you just have to approve it. So Atticus is working to the future there. Other ways of creating posts as well. So one of our clients gets every month from his marketing agency, he gets a CSV of social media posts. So you can upload a whole bunch of posts at one go as a CSV and create a whole sort of schedule of social media posts. There's also a social media planner templates here. So I've not used those myself, but they're available there. And then uh, content AI. So you can use content AI to get AI to help you create your own content. RSS posts. So I've not used this myself, but the way I'd be looking to use this would be say you've got a WordPress site, you could create an RSS feed from your website. So every time you upload a new blog post, it sends out an RSS feed with that blog post. Well, this tool here could capture that new post and automatically create a social media post with it in. Yeah, so I've not used that myself yet, but That's what I imagine that does. I'm doing similar things with other tools, so I guess that's what that one is. Here, post reviews. So here's one we set up earlier. So again, when we look at the review management later on, or sorry, reputation management, uh, this will trigger every time a new review is posted. Yeah. So we set the review source. Maybe it's your Google account. When it's 5 stars, yeah. Choose which social media account. So it's gonna update that into the social media. You've got a new review for your business all on autopilot there. That's what that one does. And have I missed anything, Atticus?
No, we're
Uh,
doing well.
category Q. Yep. So here's one that's made. So you might want to create sort of buckets for your content as you're creating it. So you might have a bucket for new blog posts, news items. It's just a way of organizing your social media posts. You can help you plan out your social media activity. That's what we set up there. Coming back to the plan. So that's coming back to the planning. You see some of the posts that ask you to set up here, and you can go and edit them. You can just look at one of those quickly. Yeah, so you see what this is all scheduled to go out. I can't remember what date it's going out, but that's all scheduled to go out. Monday, the 4th of August, that one. Yeah. They go to content across the top here. So that's if you're uploading CSVs. You see any recurring social media posts you've got going out? We've not got any. Any reviews there again? There's one that's automatically looking for any 5-star reviews. And it's going to post out those reviews every week. Let's say RSS feed I've not set up. Template library. I'm not using. I guess you can set up templates for that. I'm not sure that one. Here's if your VA was creating content for you and it's waiting for your approval. Category Q. Again, we've only just set up the categories ourselves, so we've got nothing to show you there today. Okay, and the final one, which we found actually just recently ourselves, is the statistics here. So it's pretty comprehensive, really. When you start to look at you start to see how what sort of engagement you're getting on the different platforms, number of posts sent out, the engagement levels. You obviously get a lot from LinkedIn. Obviously, LinkedIn's our primary one here, and Facebook as well. We're not currently bothering with Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, doing a little bit, but nothing yet. There's your impressions. So it's not bad actually. It gives you some nice reporting actually to keep tabs on your social media. Anything more to add there, Atticus? Have I missed
No, I think
anything?
that's most of it. Do you want to show some settings?
Where were the settings?
Just by on the top right, this screen.
Oh, here, yeah. Do we not cover everything?
So you can go even deeper here. So we've got
Oh,
watermarks
right.
there, communities.
Good. Well, remember that. Yeah. So here you can see all our connections. Yeah, they're all active. Sometimes these things sort of disconnect. You'll get warnings through HighLevel that you need to reconnect your Facebook account or whatever, and you can reconnect and manage them here. Then here, obviously, we can. It's a separate section of HighLevel, but you can have communities, which is like your own Facebook group within HighLevel. It's the part of the memberships down here. If you look here, memberships. So you can create communities in here, which is like your own private Facebook group if you want to. So that lives in there. I'll just go back. But what you can do is you can actually, if you go to settings here, if you connect up a community, you can actually post content, social media posts into your community automatically or through the social media planner. That's what the communities is there for. So we haven't got any community set up, so there's nothing to see there. Yeah. Again, similarly, we're not using Pinterest, so we haven't got anything to show you there. Notifications. See, these are quite neat here. Yeah. So, for instance, say these are useful to have enabled. Um, Account expired. Yeah. So, if your LinkedIn account should disconnect, which it tends to do, you'll get an email saying your LinkedIn's disconnected. So, please visit HighLevel or Marketer-M8 and reconnect your LinkedIn account. Yeah, similar things for request post approval, approved post. So if you're working with a VA who's creating a social media post for you, when they submit it for approval, you'll get an email saying you've got a post to approve. Yeah. When you approve it and put it live, then the VA will get an email saying that you've approved that post now. That's quite neat, really. Yeah. And you can use a default one or set up your own template emails for there. Again, categories. Here's where you set up your categories of types of posts that you'll be sending out. Watermark. Again, this is quite neat, isn't it? So again, when you're sending out social media with images, you can actually watermark it. You see one here. Here's one we created earlier. So you see here we created a, I think it's 400 by 400 logo. Yeah, and then you can start to play with the size of it, the opacity of it. Yeah, the location of it. It's quite neat, really. Scale that back like that. You can put that maybe at the top like that. Yeah, let's update that. So it just gives you it's watermarking your images on the social media. And then we've got the global settings here. Just media optimization, so optimize the media for the different channels that you may be using, so optimize the media. Okay. And that's pretty much covering the social media. It's quite an intuitive tool to use, really. Any questions or anything I've missed?
Julian, Steve here.
Hi, Steve.
Hiya. Um, can, say, a marketing manager post on behalf of another account? So say they've got another gym or another branch somewhere. Can they post on behalf of, say, that branch, or would it be that person's login that has to generate the social post?
Um, I think if I'm right, you'd have to be like an admin on that account, that social media account.
Yeah. So if you've so sorry, I've not explained that very well. If you've got, say, 5 users, and one of those users is the marketing manager, and
Yeah.
the other users, for example, are like sales guys.
Yes.
They're not very proactive in doing social media. Can they post out on behalf of the other another user?
I think you just add another account here. Yes, you see here, Steve. Here's my LinkedIn
I
account,
see. Right. Okay. Yeah.
and here's Atticus's,
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So
and
you just
obviously,
post out as them. Brilliant. Yeah.
yeah, 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 yeah.
That answers it. Thank you.
Any more questions before we proceed?
No questions in the chat.
Oh, right, okay, I must have done a good job there then. Okay, we'll move forward then to the reputation management now. So that lives in its own section here called reputation. And again, we can show you our stuff in here so you can see something. So first of all, you log into reputation. Uh, Obviously, you've got to connect it up to your Google account first of all, and your Facebook to do this through the integrations. But straight away, you see here, so this Marketer-M8's got 54 reviews, and it gives you a nice sort of summary of all the reviews there automatically. And it gives you again, you get some stats. Um, Number of invites sent, etc., sentiment, all that good stuff there. And it's pulling in recent reviews there. Yeah, so it's showing you that one. See here, equally, you can be on the phone to a client and you click on send a review request. Yeah. Pop in, find the contact's name and find me. It finds me, that's me. That's use that one there, yeah. Pulls in my details there. Do you want to send the review request by email or text or both? Yeah. Again, you can have templates for email and text in the system. So you'd have your template set up so you can send it straight from the system, send the review request. Equally, those templates are available in the workflows as well. So you might have when they become a customer in the workflow, you could trigger to send them one of these template emails to request a review. That all works together there like that. You've got the settings here then. Oh, I've jumped forward there, sorry. So we'll go back to overview. And then you can see all the requests here. So you can see what the status of the requests are at there, yeah. Um, then you've got the reviews here. Again, you see, so it's linking into your Google business page there for the widgets. So you can design a widget that you can then embed on your website. Yeah. So I'll show you one we did earlier. Yeah. So just embed at the bottom here. So that's the widget from the reputation management there, scrolling through there. So you design it how you want, then you embed the code in here, and it just pops up like that.
Could you click on them reviews and they open up the actual review?
Don't think it works like that, does it? Hang on. Oh, hang on. Oh, there you go. Yeah, there you go. So you just
Oh
that.
yeah.
And obviously someone can leave a review there by writing a review. Yeah, so there's where you create your widgets. You might have different ones for different websites, different formats, etc. Listings here. Yeah, so this is an additional add-on service, and I think really it works well in America, not in the UK. So you put your details in here, and then it goes out to various websites updating your profile settings and your addresses. Again, it's an extra paid service, that one. Um, I've never used it myself, but it's there to look at if you wish. And then we've got settings here. So I've got lots of settings to play with here. Okay, so the first thing you'll see is reviews AI. So I've got it turned off at the moment. I could use suggestive or auto responses. So it will actually reply when a review is left. Yeah. And then what you do is you set up a AI agents to do this. It's using the AI in HighLevel here. So if you click on what we set up earlier here, yeah, I'll set up a new one actually to show you here. So I'll create another agent. So you can start from scratch by writing your own prompt, or you can start with a sort of a head start and just choosing one of these ones to start you off. Proceed. So all of this is the prompt here, which you can tweak. Yeah. And choose it's going to be a professional one or a funny one. We'll choose a funny one at the moment. Yeah. Uh, English United States, I'm afraid. That's all the options we got. And review types, I would always say like 4 stars or above. Save the little agent. So again, we can program it by adding more to the prompt. Yeah, I would always say make sure you use UK English so you don't get personalization and things spelled with Z's. Uh, and just you add any other bits of prompt to there to make it better for yourself. So here's the one we just set up here, and we can test it by going here. So it says it's up to you're able to generate up to 50 tests per 24 hours. So I'll generate one for this one. Just check it out, make sure it's sort of fitting with your sort of style. Yeah, that's one there. Yeah. So maybe that's a bit too casual. So you change it to more professional, maybe. You change that here, make it professional like that. You let me change it. Let me try editing that. Like that, make it professional. It should see a slightly different uh, style when it comes to these ones here, generate review. So I just use it to give you a sort of feedback, give you an idea what's working. Yeah, so there's where you can set that. You can set that to suggestive, where it'll draft the reply for you, and you can prove it or just have it do it automatically. Maybe what we suggest is first of all use a suggestive mode, and then when you've done a few and they've all been acceptable, switch it to auto response. Yeah. On this note, so this is only replying to when someone leaves a review. Yeah, Atticus has been doing some great work where we can build out a workflow where we can request feedback from a customer, maybe on a form or on a phone call. Request feedback from a customer asking who they've been working with, what service did they use from you, yeah, maybe a couple of other parameters, maybe an optional text where they can add in some optional comments. We then feed that into ChatGPT and draft the review for the customer. So we do it all. So we're drafting the review for the customer, and then maybe 10, 15 minutes later, the customer gets an email from us saying, "Can we ask a quick favor? Yeah, thanks for that great feedback. We've taken the liberty of drafting a review. Would you mind taking less than 30 seconds to copy it and paste it onto our Google reviews?" So that's a workflow that Atticus has been working on. So if you need any help with anything like that, give us a shout and we can do that offline from this call. Okay. Any questions so far, guys? Any comments, Atticus?
Yeah, Julian, I've got another question.
By the way, you see it.
Yep. So I've got a client that's got multiple branches, and there's 6 different branches in the business. Um, I'm just wondering, with the Google reviews, can it be, can you link it to multiple Google My Business pages, Google Business pages, or does it have to just be through one?
I'll check. So are they all sort of sub branches of the main Google?
Yeah, they're all sub branches, and they all operate sort of kind of in isolation of each other. So they need to definitely do their own little bit of social media, and they have their own customers, and each branch is a slightly different customer base. So they have their own physical site on the ground,
Yes.
and obviously they have their own Google Google page. It's just whether you can link it to each one somehow.
Yes. My first thought is this is working on a single Google business page here. Let me check that one for you, Steve, but I'm pretty certain this is a single business page. Yeah.
Yeah,
So it might be you need a separate high level for each business owner. Like that. Let us check this after the call. Is that okay, Steve?
yeah, that's fine, no problem. Thanks.
Multiple site. I'll just check the multiple sites for. But you're not aware of the reputation management being available for multiple sites. Yeah,
I'm not sure because you can only connect to one Google My Business account, can't you? Per
yeah.
account.
But we'll check on that for you, Steve. There, yeah. Okay, so then we got the review link here. This is quite neat because you can have you can do review balancing. So all your reviews don't have to be directed just to your Google My Business page. You could also split them between, say, Facebook reviews and Google My Business reviews. You see here, so we said 50% go to Facebook to leave a review, 50% go to Google. Let's show you there. That's the link there. So that be the link that give you the link to the reviews if you need that one to leave a review. Next one, this is where you set up your template on the system for sending a text with a review request. So you can set up a template here. Again, you can in the workflow automation, you could pull in to send a text review request here as part of the workflow. With pulling this template you set up here. The same for email request reviews. You can set up an email template asking for reviews. This is one I've got here. Can I see it? Can I see anything here? A template. So you can set up your own review templates there. This is quite a neat feature. I think WhatsApp reviews. So I'm not using WhatsApp myself. I don't have a need for it. But if you had the WhatsApp module installed, upgrade, then you'd be able to send review requests via WhatsApp messages. We've also got a reviews QR code. Yeah. So here, I did that. Yeah. So say you've got a front of desk somewhere, you could print this off put it on a board or uh, whichever way you want to use it. You could, but maybe got a physical location. You could put this code up there where they can scan it to leave a review. Takes them straight to leave a Google review or what have you. Spam reviews. Yeah, so we switch this one on. So basically, the algorithm looks for spam reviews. So I guess it's things like, if someone leaves you a negative review and they've left 20 other reviews that day, negative, then I guess the algorithm looks and says, well, this person, it's obviously not a real person leaving that sort of review. And then finally here, we've got integrations. I think there's 40 of these. So you don't just have to be sending reviews to Facebook or Google. You've got all these other platforms as well. I mean, there's a custom one there I've not used myself. Let's have a look. So you can, if you've got another platform that you use, you can add a custom link to that. But the obvious ones are things like Trustpilot. Yeah, if you're a travel company, it might be TripAdvisor. That's an important one for you. You've got a lot of flexibility there. Um, as I mentioned before, when a review is left here, that could be a trigger in the social media planner to post that review onto the social media you set up. Um, yeah, on this note, the social media, one thing to clarify, if you go to automation here, yeah, I'll just set one up. Now, when somebody leaves a review on Google, Google does not tell us who that person is. Okay, so if you're using the workflows, you might see this option, start from scratch. So add a new trigger. If I type in reviews here, where is it? Review. New review received. Okay. You can say review source. Anytime we get a review from Google, trigger that. So every time a Google review is posted, a new one, that will trigger. Okay. Now, what you've got to be aware of, that this trigger does not know who the person is. All it's telling you is you've received a new review. So, for instance, as part of your automation, you may be sending a whole bunch of emails to somebody with reminders to post a review. So, the way I'd be thinking to use this is trigger when anytime a new review is left, I'd send an internal notification. And send an internal notification to yourself or whoever deals with social media. Yeah, just saying a new review has been left. They could then review the review and see it's from Bob Smith. Then they could manually go in, look up Bob Smith, and trigger any automation or stop any automation. So there's a bit of a manual weak link there, but that's because Google will not tell us through the automation who that person is. So that would be a workaround for that, a manual workaround. Yep. So if you need to respond when someone leaves a review, you might need a manual workaround like that just to tell you by email, mobile phone app or text that someone's left a review. You need to do something. Yep. Yeah, just wanted to make clear that you don't think that's going to create a contact for you or anything like that. Well, any questions, guys?
I think when I get reviews, Google sends me an email, and that usually within that email it usually says who the review's from.
But I think in the automated processes, it doesn't tell us who it won't. It won't. I suppose what you could do then, if it's sending you an automated email, you could use something maybe like an email parser. Does it give you the email address of the person? Don't
But
think.
I get a direct email from Google when I get a review
Yeah.
that just goes into my normal inbox, and I'm in there every day, so I pick those up and I can see immediately who they're from.
Oh, it's okay. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
So you could do it that way, or again, that's relying on you spotting the email. Yeah. So maybe if it's a team member doing this for you, yeah, you might then want to set up a little automation like this, where it can create a task for them. So they come in on Monday morning, and there's a list of tasks, maybe one or two
yeah,
reviews to respond to. So at least it's sort of more systemized than relying on you spotting the email. But I'm going to check that. You got me thinking there, but I'm pretty certain it might give you the name, but it doesn't give you the email address or the phone number, which we would
no,
need in order to trigger automation to stop or start things based on that review.
yeah,
I think that's where, but yeah, take your point.
Julian, You mentioned a while back an automation that could be set up so that if somebody gave you a review and it was less than a 4 or 5, it wouldn't go through to post onto Google itself.
Yes.
Um, can you remind me how that's done?
So yeah, so I mean this is some of the work Atticus has been doing. So rather than so you might send somebody an email with a link to a form to fill in, yeah. And on there you can say how many stars would you give us? What rating would you give us? If they say 1 star, yeah, then with the if else in the workflow, if they give you 1 star, we might simply send you an email with their feedback. Yeah. So for any negative ones like that, then they get no further than it sends you an email with their feedback, which you can deal with. Yeah. Then anyone that's maybe 3 stars or above or 4 stars and above, we then we then the thank you page for that or the link for that, the link they would receive would take them straight to Google to leave a review. So you're sort of gating the reviews that way.
Yeah, that's great. So that has to be set up. That's not sort of a an automatic feature.
It's not no, it's not. It's an extra sort of step you're putting in the middle to prevent all of them going straight to Google for a review.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
you can gate them and control them that way. I say Atticus put an extra step in now where in that first form you ask them some other bits of information. You know, what product did they use or service, who were they dealing with, and then ChatGPT can then go and draft then a review. So you take it to another level when you're doing that because it takes a lot of work away from people. They just can tweak it or just post it as it is. That's been working really well, hasn't it, Atticus?
Yeah, we fine tuned it this morning, so just need to create a video for it and show everyone how it works. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great stuff. Thank you.
Okay. So unless anyone's got any more questions, we're sort of coming to the end of this sort of module. I've got nothing else to add really. So
No further questions in the chat.
no. Okay then, guys. So we'll call it a wrap today then, and let you get to your lunch a bit earlier. But what's the next workshop next week, Atticus? What are we doing next week?
Online courses and community. Is it online courses? Online courses and communities. Yeah.
Okay, so next week we're looking at the online course and communities. Atticus has got a bit of homework to do in preparation for that, so we'll be able to show you that next week. So after this call, you'll receive a video. You'll see about an hour's time. You should receive the video from today's workshop. Also, you get a link to if you've got any more questions or follow up or need any help with anything, you can book a discovery call with us as well. But other than that, if there's no more questions, we'll call it a day and. Looking forward to seeing you on the next workshop. So that's a wrap on today's workshop on social media planning and reputation management. We hope you enjoyed it and got value from it. So the next workshop is going to be on the next workshop in the series is going to be online courses and communities. Look out for that one. In addition, the QR code should be popping up on the screen now where you can book a discovery call if you've got any questions for us or want to talk about any help you may need. And also from that QR code, you can see the whole list of 13 live workshops that we're doing, where you can also access the recordings as you've already done. Okay, cheers now.